رب اشرح لي صدری ویسر لي امری واحلل عقدۃ من لسانی یفقہوا قولی. The topic for this day is paradise, a peace haven. Paradise, a peace haven. Paradise is the goal of all true believers. According to my study, paradise is not a mysterious place. Paradise is like our present world. Everything we find in our present world, it is also present in the paradise. But the only difference is that our world is imperfect world and paradise is perfect world. Here in this world everything is less than ideal, but in the paradise everything is ideal. Then paradise is an eternal place. Present world is not an eternal place, but paradise is an eternal place. All kind of happiness, all kind of joy, all kind of comfort are there. No disease, no boredom, no accident, no nuisance, no noise pollution, no air pollution, no water pollution. No. Paradise is a dream world. Everyone has a dream in his mind. Everyone. There is no exception. Everyone is a seeker of paradise. So everyone tries to find his dream world in present world, but everyone fails. The history shows that no one was able to achieve his dream world. No wealthy person, no powerful person was achiever in this sense. It is a fact. One evidence of this fact is that all the stories, all the novels are tragedy, not comedy. Because tragedy addresses people's mind. Tragic stories addresses people's mind. Well-known English poet Shelley said, "Our sweetest songs are those which are saddest song." Why? Because everyone, even rich people or political leaders, even king, are living in sadness. Everyone has a sad personality. everybody feels that I was deprived of happiness. So, tragic stories address their mind. This is the secret why all the novels are tragedy and not comedy. So, this dream is not unreal. No, it is impossible that a thing that is unreal may sustain throughout the history. Every human being, men and women of the history, were born with this dream. There is no exception in this aspect. So it is impossible that a thing that is not real may sustain throughout the history. No. This kind of dream is part of nature. It is instilled in human personality. So it is an advanced news of paradise. Paradise is there. Paradise exists. Paradise is a reality. And God has instilled its concept in every human being. It is this reason it is not a, so our dream is not a fiction. Our dream is not unreal. It is quite real. But the only thing is that we can find our paradise, our dream world, in the post-death period of our life. We are seeking our dream world in pre-death period. That is impossible. Why everyone was case of failure? Because these people wanted to achieve their paradise or their dream world in the pre-death period. This was against the law of nature. This was against the creation plan of God. So they failed. The fact is that paradise is a reality, but we can achieve it only in the pre-death, in the post-death period, in the period after the death, not before the death. God has created us with an eternal being. Everyone is an eternal being. But our life span is divided into two parts. Our life span is divided in two parts: pre-death period and post-death period. So we have to know this scheme of nature so that we may plan our activities, So may we save ourselves from frustration, so that we may save ourselves from failure and desperation and despair. Quran is a introduction of paradise. Quran is an introduction of paradise. I think that, according to my study, the most distinctive feature of paradise is peace. Peace. Paradise is a peace haven. Everywhere in the paradise there are peace. Scholars generally define peace as absence of war. According to the scholar's definition, peace means absence of war. But it is a negative definition. It is a negative definition. Peace is a highly positive quality. According to my experience, peace is not virtue in itself. Peace is not a religious virtue in itself. According to my experience, peace is not a religious virtue in itself, but peace provides favorable conditions for all kind of religious activities. So peace is the importance of peace is this, that it provides us favorable condition. It provides us opportunities. You know, without peace, no positive activities is possible in this world. Without peace, there is no progress, no development, no positive activities are possible in an atmosphere where there is no peace. Even I cannot deliver a speech without peaceful conditions. Even a glass of water, you cannot take it. If everywhere there are, if there is no peace, it also requires peaceful condition to drink a glass of water. So everything depends on peace. I can say, people generally say that summum bonum, about summum bonum there is differences. They say that freedom is summum bonum. They say that freedom is summum bonum. And those jihadi people say that war is summum bonum. Some people would like to say that wealth is summum bonum. Some would like to say that political power is summum bonum. No, all these things are wrong. According to my experience, peace is the summum bonum. According to my experience, peace is the summum bonum. Because if there is peace, there is freedom, there is religion, there is philosophy, there are scientific activities. Without peace, there is no activity at all. Because of this, God named the paradise as Darus Salam. In the Quran, there is a very relevant verse in this regard. Wallahu yadu ila Daris Salam. And God calls to the home of peace. Here Darus Salam means Jannah, paradise. Wallahu yadu ila Daris Salam. God calls to the home of peace. So the best name adopted by the Quran for Jannah or paradise is Darus Salam. That is place of peace, home of peace. Because if there is peace, then everything else must be there. You know, according to the Quran, peace is also a name of God Almighty. As-Salam. One name, according to the Quran, of God is As-Salam. As-Salam means peace. As-Salam means peace. So peace is a name of God. Then there is a hadith, As-Salamu min al-Islam. As-Salamu min al-Islam. It means that peace is a part of Islam. Peace is a part of the religion of Islam. As-Salamu min al-Islam. Then the Quran says that the greetings of the people of paradise will be As-Salam, peace. Peace be upon you, peace be upon you. Greetings of the people of paradise will be As-Salam, As-Salam. Tahiyyatuhum fiha salam, tahiyyatuhum fiha salam. Now it is not simply a lip service. No. In paradise, it is impossible to say something as a lip service. Paradise is a real world of truth. Paradise is the world of truth. So peace means represents a complete culture, a complete environment, a complete thinking. When a man in paradise would say to other person, As-Salam, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, it means that he is saying a word of truth. He is introducing his personality. It means that I have nothing in my heart about you except peace, except love, except compassion. In this sense, I can say that peace culture is the paradise culture. There is a hadith that once an angel came to the Prophet. He said, O Prophet, God has conveyed you As-Salam, peace. God has conveyed this message, peace upon the Prophet. message of Assalam. Then Prophet said, after hearing this message from angel, Prophet said, Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam wa ilayka yarja'u salam hayyina rabbana bisalam wa adkhilna daraka dar as-salam tabarak rabbana wa ta'alayt ya zal jalali wal ikram. This was the response from the Prophet. It means that, O God, you are peace. O God, you are peace. Peace is from you. Peace returns to you. O God, let us live in peace. O God, give us entry into paradise, into the house of, into the home of peace, Darussalam, home of peace, that is paradise. O God, you are great. You are great, O God, you are almighty. Here you can say that God sends the message of peace to the Prophet. And the response from the Prophet is again in peace. You see these words. It means that Prophet was thrilled. Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam wa ilayka yarji'u salam hayyina rabbana bisalam wa adkhilna daraka dar as-salam. So when Prophet received the message of peace from God, he was thrilled. He was thrilled. These words are words of thrill. So this is the most important aspect of Islam. Now, I can say that who are those blessed people who will find entry into paradise? Who are blessed men and women? Who are those blessed men and women who will find place in the paradise? These are those men and women who are peaceful persons, who have peaceful character. You know, Quran says, Wallahu yad'u ila dar Islam, and God calls to the home of peace. It means that God saying, God conveying this message that here is a beautiful world of peace. Here is a beautiful paradise of peace. And those who prove to be a character of peace, they will find entry into paradise. So paradise is a place of peace. So only those are capable to find entry into paradise who have this kind of character of peace. Peace is a very comprehensive word. Peace is not simply, as I earlier said, that peace is not simply absence of war. It is negative definition of peace. Peace is a complete culture. Peace is a complete, peace is a comprehensive word. Peace includes love, compassion, well-wishing, adjustment, tolerance, positive thinking, forbearance, serenity, truthfulness. All these things are integral part of peace. One who is peaceful in character, in true sense of the word, he cannot afford, I would repeat that, one who has a peaceful character, peaceful thinking, one who has peaceful soul, one who has spirit of peace, he cannot afford to live with negativity. He cannot afford anger. He cannot afford hate. He cannot afford lust. He cannot afford violence. He cannot afford fighting. He cannot afford to create problems for others. A peaceful person is completely a positive person. And those who have this quality of peace, will be allotted place in the paradise. Now, what is this world and what is the world of paradise? This world is a world of test. It is a testing ground. God created this world on the same model. Our planet Earth was created at the same model, which is the model of paradise, with the only difference that this world is imperfect and paradise perfect. So this world is an imperfect model of perfect paradise. Our planet Earth, on this planet Earth, there are everything. Here are good scenes, here are joy, here are taste. Everything is here. There is a verse in the Quran that people of paradise will say, هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِ. When they enter into paradise and live over there, they would say, هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِ وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا. It means that people of paradise will say that the planet Earth was same. All these things we find here was provided in the paradise, in the planet Earth also. All those things we find in the paradise, they were provided in the planet Earth also. So present planet Earth is so the planet Earth was created at the same model. The only difference is that paradise is a perfect world, and present world is an imperfect world. Now, why this kind of scheme was adopted by God? Why this kind of creation was adopted by God? The reason is that God provided the same environment in this earth. All those kinds of contact, all those kinds of dealing, all those kinds of things are here also. So, why? God want to see your behavior in advance. God wanted to see the behavior of people in advance, whether they are a deserving candidate to find entry into paradise or not. In the same situation, all those situations which we will enjoy in paradise are provided here in this planet Earth. So God want to see our behavior. And with every person there are two angels. إِذْ يَتَلَقَّى الْمُتَلَقِّيَانِ عَنِ الْيَمِينِ وَعَنِ الشِّمَالِ قَعِيدٌ مَا يَلْفَظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. It means that every man and woman who are born in this planet Earth, there are two angels with them. These two angels record everyone's behaviors, their intentions, their speech, their behavior, their character. Everything is recorded by angels, and this record will be produced before God. So God wants to see our behavior, our speech, our way of conduct, our way of dealing, our way of greeting, our way of interaction, including intention. So everything is observed. Two angels are observing day and night and recording. So one who proves by his conduct, by his character, that he is a deserving candidate to be settled in the paradise, so that person will be allotted a place in the paradise. For this purpose, God created paradise and also a semi-paradise, an imperfect paradise. When God created paradise as an eternal place as a place of ideal joy, as a place of perfect happiness. At the same time, paradise, at the same time God created this world, this imperfect world. So all those situations are here in this world also. So angels are watching, angels are observing whether they are watching our behavior, our manners, our moral conduct, our intention, our dealing, our interaction, our meetings, everything under observation. Everything is under observation. So one who proves that his conduct, his dealing, his way of interaction, his way of meeting is up to the standard of paradise, so he will be declared as a deserving candidate for paradise. This is the scheme of God. This is the creation plan of God. On this planet Earth, we are under observation, under continuous watch, and we have to know this fact. We are not free. Although we are free for our action, but this freedom is not our right. Not our right. So we are accountable to God. We are under observation. We are under watch. We are watched by the angels. So we must know this fact. We must know this fact. Those who recognize this fact, those who understand this fact, those who are aware of this fact, they will maintain that kind of behavior which is required by God. So our intention, our speech, our behavior, our character, our dealing, our meeting, everything is under watch. Everything is under observation. We must know this fact. We must know this fact. We must adopt that kind of pattern of life which is required by God. Any other pattern, if we adopted any other pattern of life, we will be rejected. Although we are free here, but this freedom is conditional. It is not our right. So we must know this fact that if we misuse our freedom, we must know this fact that if we misuse our freedom, if we fail to behave in a divine manner, if we fail to adopt that kind of character which is required by God, then we will be rejected by God. And who was rejected by God, he will not find any place in this universe. So we are between two extreme positions. We are between two extreme positions. If you prove to be good character of paradise, then we are successful. And if you fail to adopt that kind of character, then will be rejected and go to hell. So we are between two extreme situations. At one side there is paradise, and the other side there is hell. There is no third position. We have to know that there is no third position. No third position. Only two positions is available here. Either paradise, or either eternal paradise or eternal hell. No third position is available for anyone. So our life is a great blessing. Our life is a great opportunity. Our life is a great advantage. We are here in this world for a very short time, for 40 years, for 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, that's all. So we have a very short time. But this short time is a great blessing, because if we adopt that kind of behavior which is required by God, we will be blessed the eternal paradise. And if we fail, we will be punished and will go to eternal hell. So our life is great blessing. Our life is great responsibility. At the same time, it involves great risk. Our life is a great blessing, but at the same time, it involves a great risk, because we are between heaven and between paradise and hell. So it is a very, very risky position. We have to uphold, we have to avail this golden opportunity. For us, it is a golden opportunity. We have on this planet Earth, God has provided us a golden opportunity. To live as required by God, and will be blessed with paradise. And if you fail, then we will be punished and we will go to hell. There is a verse in the Quran وَعِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنِ الَّذِينَ يَمْشُونَ عَلَى الْأَرْضِ هَوْنًا. It means that those who are true candidate of paradise, they are free of arrogance. They are people of modesty. Those who are true candidate of paradise, they always adopt the character of modesty. So modesty is the character of paradise. Arrogance is the character of people of hell. And modesty is the character of the people of paradise. Hate is the character of people of hell. And love is the character of people of paradise. So we have to adopt the character of paradise. We have to refrain ourselves from the character of hell. And according to my experience and according to my study, I can say that all these things can be achieved through intellectual development. Only intellectually developed persons can understand these things. Only those people who are intellectually developed can understand these things. And how you can develop your mind? By the way of intellectual development, I think that the most important thing is that you have to save from distraction. You have to save from all kind of distraction. Distraction is enemy of intellectual development. Distraction is enemy of intellectual development. Every time you are engaged in something other than truth, you are involved in distractions. All kind of artificial, in our modern time, there are so many distractions. Fashion and beauty parlor and shopping and outing and pomp and show and marriage party, different kind of functions, luxurious life, gossip culture. All these things are distraction. And distraction is enemy of intellectual development. Those who are involved in these distractions, they are depriving themselves from intellectual development. So we have very short time in this world, very short time. We cannot afford distraction. I would like to say that we cannot afford distraction because distraction deprives us from intellectual development. We cannot afford distraction because distraction, where there is distraction, there is no intellectual development. Nowadays, people say, eat, drink, and be merry. It is distraction. Eat, drink, and be merry, nothing but distraction. You have to go to contemplation. You have to evolve thinking capacity. You have to study nice books. You have to ponder over the universe. Everything has some message, some spiritual message. So you have to find those messages. All these things are tools of intellectual development. So you have to refrain yourself from distraction. Distraction is killer. Shopping is killer. Outing is killer. Hoo-ha culture is killer. Present enjoyments are killer. Be serious about your life. Be serious about your life. Don't waste time. Time is our most precious asset. Time is our most precious asset. So, avail your time. Time is a precious opportunity. So avail your time, avail this opportunity for intellectual development, spiritual development, for study, for observation, for contemplation, for taking lessons from the world. People are engaged in physical foods, and at the same time there are so much spiritual foods. Physical food is for our need. Physical food is only for our need. But spiritual food is for our development. Intellectual development can be achieved only through spiritual food. You know, physical health can be achieved through physical food, but the intellectual health, intellectual development can be achieved only through spiritual food. So, spiritual food gives you intellectual health. Physical food gives you physical health, and spiritual food gives you intellectual health. So be cautious, be sincere. Adopt the way of sanity. I can say that most important use of time is to use it in the way of intellectual development. Because without intellectual development, you can't understand anything. I always feel that present people have developed a kind of intellectual gap. They cannot understand anything. Any great idea is not understandable for these people. If you produce a great idea, then people cannot understand it because there is intellectual development. They are busy in gossips, they are busy in shopping, they are busy in superfluous kind of activities. So intellectually they are dwarf. Physically they are rich, but intellectually they are dwarf. This is the present scene. So I can say that if you want to live a Rabbani life, if you want to live a divine life, if you want to adopt the culture of paradise, then you have to develop your mind, because without intellectual development you cannot understand anything. Our mind has great capacity, but you have to train your mind. Without training, your mind becomes in a dormant position. Our mind has great capacity, but all these capacities are in dormant position. So we have to awaken our mind. So you have to use those capacity by training, by the way of training. So first of all, you have to develop your intellectual ability. First of all, you have to develop thinking in your mind. Here is the starting point. People know the value of a degree. People know the value of professional education. They don't know the value of intellectual development. I can say that the value of intellectual development is greater than all other kinds of education. Because without intellectual development, you can understand great ideas, deeper things, the meaning of the universe. So I will suggest that you have to develop your mind. Intellectual development is the greatest thing in this world. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم أجمعين.